What's going on, friends? So a lot of people said, hey, Judge, Lucky 7 was your number one whiskey of 2022? Yes, it was. So let's go ahead and dive into the reasons why. Be right back. All right, everyone, we're back at it, ready to have a little bit of fun again with Lucky 7. But before we dive into my number one whiskey for 2022, huge shout out to my newest patrons, my buddy Michael B. and Pierre W. So Michael and Pierre, thank you so much for supporting the Bourbon Judge. I really appreciate the support. Thanks for all the love. And again, thanks for all my patrons. You guys help for all this to come to fruition. We have a blast, like I said before, just kind of, going back and forth on Discord, contests. We are a true family, the Judge family. So again, thanks again for all my patrons, as well as for all my subscribers as well. So, again, a lot of people reached out and they were like, Judge, Lucky 7, the Proprietor, was your number one? Not BTAC, not Heaven Hill, H17, not something like in that line? It wasn't. I'm going to tell you the reason why. I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit of this as well. So when you think about Lucky 7 as a whole, as a brand, tell me a little bit more about Lucky 7, Judge. So Lucky 7 essentially was started by two friends, Michael and John. So Michael and John were two buddies. They loved two things, and just two things in general. Number one, they love damn good whiskey. Number two, they love cinema. So when you think about cinema, think about out in Hollywood. There's it's called Studio Number 7. So Studio Number 7, it was a famous studio. It produced a lot of great films and movies over the years, and it was said to be lucky. So Lucky 7. Hence the reason Studio Number 7. So Lucky 7, that's how the brand kind of came to life. Now the cool thing about Lucky 7 and Michael and John, the owners, is that, like them and like many other companies, they are sourcing their whiskey, which I respect, and that's completely fine. As long as it's good whiskey, I don't care where it came from, for me personally. So they are sourcing their whiskey from a variety of different distilleries in Kentucky. From what I've been told, the primary distillery that they source from apparently is Barton. So Barton, think of 1792. So let's dive into why was this my number one whiskey of 2022. Honestly, very simple. Three things. Number one, price. So the price on this one is $145. Now, yes, that's expensive. It is expensive for sure, but this is a age 14-year cask strength whiskey. How many age 14-year cask strength whiskeys are you able to find and easily find for $145? Typically not all over, right? You're typically looking at something that coming either from like Heaven Hill or from Buffalo Trace, from like BTAC, and you typically are not finding it at MSRP. Typically it's marked up on, secondary for hundreds and hundreds, if not even thousands of dollars. So while it's $145, it is a little bit expensive. It's still somewhat reasonable, at least again for my budget. Number two, availability. So for me, I was actually able to find this bottle, a very old, ancient method of actually walking into the store, looking on the shelf and saying, there's Lucky 7. I wanted to try the Proprietor. So I literally just walked in the store, no connections, no secret nods, no coming in right when the shipment comes in. We all been there before, right? No trading, just literally it was on the shelf. I grabbed it, credit card, walked out, and there was actually even more than one on the shelf. So availability, it's definitely available for sure, at least where I live in the Northeast area, like the New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware area. I will say also, if you're looking for Lucky 7, you can't find it in your stores, you can also go directly to their website and you can find Lucky 7. So obviously a lot of these higher end ones may not be available like every single day, but as long as you're just checking maybe every couple weeks, you can definitely find some of their products and you can buy them directly online. That by itself is pretty cool. Last but not least, the third reason why I love myself some Lucky 7, the most important reason, at least this one, the Proprietor, the cask strength one, is because of the actual quality of the whiskey. Woo! So let's go ahead and dive into it. Enough talking, more sipping, Judge. All right. So what else does Lucky 7 make? Wow, see, this nose is just flat out ridiculous. So they make another sub brand of theirs, the Lucky 7, called the Frenchman. It's like a brown label. It's called the Frenchman. That's of course obviously a bourbon finished in a French oak barrel. They also have something called the Jokester, which is a 95 proof whiskey. They make one of my favorite double oaks on the market. This one right here, the Holiday Toast. So the Holiday Toast coming in at 115 proof. This is by far in the top 5 of the best double oaked bottles on the market right now. Absolutely amazing. This is, I don't even know, third, fourth, fifth, maybe even sixth bottle of this. Absolutely fantastic. And then they make some other products as well that they have under their brand as well. So different ages, different proofs, and so forth. But by far, this bad boy is my number one. All right, let's get into the nose real quick. So I will say, what I love about this nose is that, oh my gosh, think of like traditional Barton nose, but like just multiplied times 10. Literally, it's tons of like banana, tons of like maple syrup, cinnamon, some brown sugar, smidge of like some berries in there as well, a little bit of fruit for it as well, a little bit of pepper, but not too much. Very much bananas, maple syrup, cinnamon, just all kind of mixed into one. Now, because this one here, the Proprietor, is a single barrel, and again, it's aged 14 years, it's cask strength because it's a single barrel. So my proof might be different than the one that you find out in the market. So this one comes in at 130.5 proof. 130.5 proof. And mine, by the way, is barrel number 35. Cool? All right. Before I dive into this real quick, 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, let me know what are your thoughts on Lucky 7, the Proprietor, the age 14 years, or even the newer ones. Apparently, there's a newer one that's out that's age 15 years. Also, hit the like button. And last but not least, please make sure you also subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right. Lucky 7, the Proprietor. Whew. I am so glad that Barton is sourcing their whiskey, at least in this case for this one. All right, here we go, folks. Woo! Whew! That is delicious. Wow. That's still moving around in my mouth. I took a bigger sip than I wanted to. The first thing that hit the palate was the banana notes. Tons of banana, a great bit of like cinnamon, maple syrup, and a little pepper notes kind of mixed in as well. Everything from the nose transfers to the palate. And while it is 130.5 proof, that has a nice long finish, but it doesn't hit you like you think it would. It's long. It's powerful, but it's not like that Coy Hill powerful where like when you sip it, you're like literally down for the count in like 2 seconds later. It's elegant, it's sexy. To me, and me only, this is worth every bit of $145. Whew, I need another sip just to make sure it is that darn special. Hold on, here we go. Wow. Whew. I had to nose it one last time before this sip. The nose is such a wonderful expression. It's just such a great blend of every traditional traditional bourbon note, your caramel, your brown sugar, tons of banana, a little bit of some pepper in there as well. And the cinnamon. The nose is so damn delicious. Cheers again to all of you. Much love and respect. Thank you all. Wow. That is literally straight up amazing. I'm lost for words. You guys know I never stop talking, but right now, I'm lost for words. Hey, friends, until the next time, as always, we say in this courtroom, peace, cheers, much love, and respect. Take care, everyone. See ya.